everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So in our Garden in Bloom series we are making a card today, obviously. The last few videos have been the technique of how to stamp these flowers to get the effect that I think is the one that is intended. We are using today the Garden in Bloom stamp set, and as the background we're using hardwood, and this is a card we are making. Now, as you can see in the background here, I used the dictionary because I still like that one. It's not available anymore, so today not only are we going to change the background, so we're doing it in hardwood, we are also changing the colours as up a notch, I would say. Alright, so this one is Pear Pizzazz and Blushing Bride with Crumb Cake, and the one that we're doing today is going to be Early Espresso, so a lot darker. So the base card is Early Espresso, then the main panel is Very Vanilla. We're using Rose Red for the flowers, and we are using, and I didn't get this out, Mossy Meadow for the leaves. So I've got my colours here ready. I also have ready my stamps that I'm using, so the flowers and the leaves, and I have done a little bit of preparing, so you'll see. And this is the inside that we're making, and that's a little bit special as well, which I'll show you in a moment as well. So I think we should get on with it because there's quite a few things involved here. Now, what you need is your base card, Early Espresso, 2 Very Vanilla smaller mats. For the dimensions of the mats, I have another tutorial, so go and have a look at that. Now, one of these is the inside, one of these is the outside. So we're going to start with the outside, and because I'm using a very Early Espresso, it's darker than Crumb Cake, so I thought I would do a masking technique with the flowers. And I have here some post-it notes, and they have been cut from those post-it notes that are only non-sticky for a little strip. You know, there's those post-it notes, normally post-it notes are sticky, just a strip, but these ones are sticky for the whole thing and not sticky for just a strip. Do you understand? Or is that too confusing? Okay, so they have a strip of non-stickiness instead of a strip of stickiness, basically. Okay, so those are my flowers. I'm not going to worry about the I'm not going to worry about the leaves because I'm not going to be, you can be pedantic, can't you? So I'm not going to worry about that. Now, I stamped this once on a sticky note, and then I cut out 4 in one go, obviously. One of my ladies said that. Why don't you just cut 4 in one go? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Oh, never mind. So there you go. So that's ready for the background. And we shall get the background out. So I've got here the hardwood, and I'm going to ink it up. And my ink pad is very juicy, I can tell, look at that. And I am going to stamp it off because obviously we don't want it too strong. Oh, with a big stamp, always give it a good push. And then what I do with the background stamps, just like with the dictionary, I put it horizontal like that. Then you line up the edges and you... Ooh. Okay. And then we take it off, and yeah, that's good. I've got a little line here, but that's okay. That will sort itself out because we are going to sponge it as well. So let's take this off again. Carefully. And it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of an edge there. I'm sure we can work with that. So we have our little sponge. Oh yes, I'll just go over there was a lot of ink on the side, wasn't there? So I'm just getting the ink from the from the stamp. And that looks okay, look. That's fine. Maybe that's a bit too much there, but just go into it. There we go. Okay, now let's finish off with, let's put these to the side, with the leaves, with adding the leaves. I'm just going to put those in a place that you think is pleasing or that you need filling. About there. This corner here. And one down here, like that. And I think that's it. Okay. Now on to filling in flowers. Where's that one point that I need so I can line up flowers? Yeah, so there is a special way of stamping these, so do find that tutorial. And it gets easier. First few times you do it, you think, oh, where is that? But it gets easier, and you can do it without thinking after a little while. And also, after you haven't done it for a while, you will remember as well. Oh yes, that's right, I had to do something here, so that's the kind of thing that will start happening. Right, so let's do this one here. Maybe that's a bit dark. Do you think that's a bit dark? That's okay. Right. And this last one here. There we go. Right, so now we have our background, we've got our flowers, and on the original card I had one flower cut out, so I've stamped and cut this out from a piece of paper. I didn't want to do it now because it would have taken a little bit too long. And what I've also done is I've done the sentiment as well already there, so that will go there. So let me get out some dimensionals. Just 1 or 2 is enough for the flower. It's quite a big flower, so 2 will be plenty. And so I've put the flowers like that so that this flower here then makes up the whole thing, see? And then here you just position that so that no wording is covered up, right? And we will use some dimensionals for that as well. Yes, I had a boo-boo on the other side, so... Oh dear. Always shows, doesn't it? Whenever I do something like that, I end up showing it as well. Dear. Right, okay. And then in my original card, I had some linen thread. So I do it like that. I hold it like this, and I just twist it round. I know it uses more than it should because of the back, but I'm not going to worry about that. And if I knew where my scissors were, that would help, of course. So cut off there, and then we'll tie a little knot here and a little bow. Okay, so now what we need to do is the inside. So we've got the bow, and just readjust a little bit. There we go. I forgot the pearl, the pearl, the pearl, the pearl. Right, so that's the front done to go on our card. And where is the inside? Here. So now to do the inside, we are going to need a very special, oh look at that ink on my nail, a very special piece of equipment. My ladies at the workshop really like this high-tech equipment that we're going to use. This is it. It is a torn piece of paper, and as you can tell, it has been used quite a lot by myself and my ladies. And they loved the way it was so high-tech, see? So this is what I'm using to create the edges for the inside, the corners for the inside. So again, inking up our ink pad, no, our stamp, really. Oh, turning it, because I feel more comfortable doing it like that. I don't know, but it's just easier for me. And then doing it like this, bringing it down. Again, lining up the edges. Hang on a minute, my piece of equipment, my high-tech piece of equipment has moved. It didn't move the other day. Maybe it's a bit too worn now. Anyway, so yeah, bring it so that the edges are in line with your edges, so the top and the bottom. Give it a good push and just lift it up, and look at that. All you've got now is your edges that are printed. See the corners, and that's what I wanted. I've got a little bit of a line here, but I'm sure I can deal with that by doing this. See, there we go. More ink on here. There. So all we need now is a flower. I didn't do the masking there because I'm going to be putting the flower quite high up, I think. So do be careful, because my stamp doesn't seem to have a lot of relief. So I do get the ink, I'm going to clean that off, on the middle of that stamp. So you have to be very, see, again, you have to be careful when you ink it up and when you stamp it. And there's a little bit of ink there, but I'm not worried about that because I am going to be filling it in. So there we go. Ooh. Right, and another one here. Should we put that one here? Yeah. There we go. Okay, ink pads out of the way. I have a special box here now that I can put them on while I'm not using them. This onto the stamping scrub. I mean, it's getting my special bit of equipment. Take it away, put it away, keep it safe. It might come in handy one day. Okay, so now we have our card, and as usual, we will be assembling it from the inside out. I have left this blank because the sentiment, friends are kind to each other's hopes and cherish each other's dreams, can be used for lots of occasions, really. So then on the inside you can write whatever you want. Okay. I have to say I am liking the look with the darker colours. You could have put a little bit of sticky tape at the back there to just hold on to your linen thread, but there we go. I think that looks nice. So what do you think? Which one do you like best? I'm liking this one a lot, actually. I think this one is, yeah. Let me know what you think, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.